An Xbox exclusive is getting NFTs, and Ninja Theory clears up the confusion around Hellblade 2's in-game trailer. Welcome back to another video, guys. If you enjoy daily Xbox content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So it seems like the future is here, or at least what the gaming industry and certain developers want the future to be, and that is NFTs getting into video games. Obviously, this is going to be a massive money maker if it takes off, but there is a lot of pushback recently when Ubisoft first announced their Ubisoft Quartz program, where they were going to be selling in-game digital items with exclusive codes on them. And you would go over here to this website, and they're starting off with Ghost Recon, and basically these are NFTs that are exclusive. They have a number, and if you buy it, it is yours, and you can sell it on the marketplace later. Now, I'll be completely honest, I'm not 100% positive what all this NFT talk is about, but I don't think really anybody is, and everybody has an opinion about it. We don't know what this means going forward, if this is something that's going to take off, but it doesn't seem like it is really bringing much to gaming. I think there will be definitely a niche crowd that loves this type of stuff, but I think the majority of people aren't really into it. Now, Stalker 2 is also getting into the NFT stuff, and here is what they are doing. They're going to be using blockchain technology to let the community own a piece of Stalker 2. And you're going to be able to become the first ever metahuman, which means you will be an NPC rendered in high detail within the game. So to acquire this, you're going to be able to bid on an NFT that is going to be taking place in January 2022. And if you win this bid, again, you're going to be an NPC in the game. So it says here, the idea of the related NFT is to give the right to recreate its owner's identity within the game through one of the NPCs. The person will need to come to our studio for a detailed scanning procedure, and then after that, we will have everything to make this person appear in the game world as one of the characters. Now, who knows how much this is going to go for? I'm assuming that if this is something that takes off, it's going to be thousands and thousands of dollars to get in the game, to go over to their studio, get the scans and all that kind of stuff. You know, somebody who just has a ton of money, a ton of cryptocurrency is going to be able to purchase this. Now, this isn't the only thing that's going to be NFT within Stalker 2. There is going to be other things, and they say it won't influence the gameplay itself or give in-game advantages over other players. Now, like I said, I don't really understand too much about NFTs in general. I know that there was like a big craze about it, and then it's kind of fallen off, and now it seems like it's coming back within video games. And I don't know. I mean, if people want to spend their money on this type of stuff, it's their choice. They're adults. They can make those decisions for themselves. I know there's a lot of complaints about how it affects the environment because it uses a lot of energy. So there's that to think about as well. But will we see NFTs further within video games going forward? It's hard to tell. I know Xbox and Phil Spencer have previously talked about this back in November, saying what I'd say today on NFT all up is I think there's a lot of speculation and experimentation that's happening, and that some of the creative that I see today feels more exploitive than about entertainment. Continuing here, saying I don't think it necessitates that every NFT game is exploitive. I just think we're kind of in that journey of people figuring it out, and I can understand that early on you see a lot of things that probably are not things you want to have in your store. I think anything that we looked at in our storefront that we said is exploitive would be something that we would, take action on. We don't want that kind of content. So that's a great quote. That's a great thing to see, that NFTs aren't going to be making their way into Xbox storefronts, at least if Phil Spencer keeps his word on this, if they are exploitive, right? If they aren't exploitive, they come out and it seems like the industry is taking on it and people are paying for it and it's not exploitive and people aren't getting ripped off, then hey, maybe you'll see more NFTs within games and maybe they will be coming to Xbox. But so far, from what we've seen with a lot of cryptocurrency stuff, a lot of the blockchain stuff, NFTs in particular, there are tons of scams out there, so you really have to be aware of it all. And finally, to end off the segment, there is also this NFT game, and it's Peter Molyneux's upcoming NFT-based game Legacy, where basically he is selling land within his game. And people are buying this like crazy, saying that they have sold more than $15 million worth of items and everything is sold out within the online marketplace. And this is just all speculation because you have no idea really what this game is going to be about, what your land is going to look like. So it's all fueled on speculation, but people are spending their money on it. And I think if we see a bunch of more games doing this and a bunch of companies like Ubisoft making a ton of money off it, you may start to see NFTs in other video games and with other game developers. I just hope at the end of the day that none of the stuff ever affects the actual in-game gameplay. But the scary thing about it is when you think about stuff like Madden, EA Sports games, and the Ultimate Team, how that came in and really, in my opinion, destroyed the games because of the microtransactions. All of the great features from those sports games from the PS2, the original Xbox era, are pretty much all gone, like all of the offline franchise mode stuff. And I hope NFT doesn't have that same effect on a lot of these games that we have now in the future. So at the Game Awards, the first in-game trailer for Hellblade 2 was shown off, and it blew everybody away graphically, with the audio, with just everything within that environment was pretty insane. I was streaming the Game Awards and people were even asking me in the stream, is this in-game? Is this in-game? And I'm like, yeah, this is in-game. They said it, and you can kind of see with the way that the trailer is going that at the certain points when you were controlling Senua, there was somebody using a controller or something running back and forth and actually throwing the spears. So all of this has now been officially cleared up, as David Garcia, who works at Ninja Theory as the audio director, talked about this in-game trailer and said, some audio notes about our gameplay trailer. Almost all 3D sounds use project acoustics and spatial sound, incredible technologies. Everything in this demo is in-engine, real-time, no tricks. This is real. As such, not everything is perfect. And then somebody goes on and asks, is it in-engine or in-game? And David Garcia responds, this is a piece of our game played by one member of our team. Hope this is more clear for you. So right there, everything we saw within that trailer is in game and what we can expect to see when this game releases. Hopefully it's not one of those gotcha trailers where they show off the game, kind of like what they did with Watch Dogs, at a point where the game looks incredible and then they have to make a bunch of concessions for the actual release of the game. But I have high hopes that Hellblade 2 is going to be one of the greatest looking video games in history graphically. It's going to be a showcase for really what the Unreal Engine 5 can do with the power of the Xbox Series X. So that is very, very exciting. I can't wait to see how this game officially turns out. I hope the gameplay is fun. That's the one thing I've talked about. I really hope they bring upgraded gameplay, combat, all that kind of stuff, and it just turns out to be an incredible story, an incredible looking game, and fun to play. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about all of this stuff in the comments below. What are your thoughts on NFTs? I know there's a lot of chatter out there. It seems like a lot of people have opinions, but they don't fully understand NFTs. Like myself, I don't fully get it, so I don't have a strong opinion on it. And let me know what you think about that Hellblade 2 trailer with everything being in-game. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, you enjoyed what you saw throughout this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Help this channel grow, help grow this community so we can have great conversations in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.